Joonas Henttala and Chris Williams, you are a cyclist on the team Novo Nordisk, and changing diabetes is the slogan. How do you manage to change diabetes by doing this?
Well, the mission of the team is to educate, empower and inspire people around the world affected by diabetes. So we're here racing at the top level of the sport to prove that diabetes doesn't have to stop you from competing and from reaching your dreams.
How do you prepare for a race like this?
Just like a normal race, like we eat healthy breakfast, and just like all the other athletes, we just have to manage our condition a little bit differently. And yeah, it's just it's like making it a routine every day, and like try to stick to similar habits every day, and yeah, try to recover as well as possible. Yeah,
involves a lot of eating and sleeping.
How do you manage to control the diabetes during the race?
I find it more easy to manage during the race because like we spend a lot of energy during the races. That means like yeah, it's just easier to manage the food and the way we eat. Yeah.
And we also carry a continuous glucose monitor, so we're able to see exactly what our blood sugar is doing during a race. We carry insulin, we carry food, and that way we're prepared for whatever happens.
How is your life being pro cyclists, traveling around the world?
For me, it's a little different from Joonas. He's European, so he lives here. I'm from Australia. So for me, I'm away from home for most of the year. After this race, I go back home. It's my first time home in 8 months. So I do miss my friends, my family back home. It's not so easy for the guys down under.
Well, for me, I'm not home that much either. Like I live in Spain at the moment because I'm from Finland, and there it's too cold to train most of the year. So just better to be based somewhere else most of the year. And yeah, especially in the winter, I benefit a lot from staying somewhere else warmer.
During the race, I hear the speakers and the media focus some on that you have diabetes type 1, and now and then I get a feeling that they make it more trouble than it is for you.
We see ourselves as cyclists first rather than diabetics. So for us, it's part of everyday life. We don't think about it when we're racing. It's just something that we deal with, and we do it ourselves. But on the other hand, we are a very different team from everyone else. Everyone does have diabetes, and for a lot of the general public, it's a bit of a mystery. So there's still a lot of education that needs to be done to explain to people exactly what it means and what it is. Sometimes the commentators don't exactly get it right.
So this is a good way of getting the message out.
Yeah, I mean, it's why we race. Spread the word and let everyone know that diabetes doesn't have to stop you. Yeah.
Does it happen that you have to stop, that you don't manage to finish a stage?
Well, we don't use that as an excuse. Like it's always, you know, we need to be able to manage the condition we have, and it can never be an excuse like for diabetes management to abandon the race. Like it's at the end of the day, it's all about the legs. Like when the flag drops at the start, we're bike racers, and that's it.
Yeah, we haven't had anyone not finish because of diabetes. We've had some times where we've had to go back and get extra food and cokes and things like that, but no one's not finished a race because of diabetes.
I know that with diabetes you can have a kind of hard start at the day. You wake up and it's not quite there you want the blood sugar to be, but you have to start. And how do you deal with that?
Well, as I said earlier, it's all about creating a routine. Like once you get that right, you know, it's much easier, and you know what you have to do every single morning to get it right. And yeah, it gets easier once you get the experience, and you know your body. We know our body probably even a little bit better than normal healthy people.
There's good days and there's bad days, but the more experience you have, hopefully there's less bad days.
Do you feel that being out cycling and having this logo on your chest, that you get to meet other people with diabetes, that you are a role model?
Yeah, of course, in some way. Like when we hear these stories, like some kids get really inspired about what we're doing, and like first they might have been really down, like they just like gave up all the dreams and stuff, but once they see our team competing against the best athletes in the world, they just get inspired, and yeah, it's really it's inspiring for us as well.
It's a little bizarre to think that, but yeah, it's good when we get to speak to so many kids and other patients and other people that are affected by diabetes and share our story with them.
Is this the best team to be a rider in?
For us, yes. Yeah. We get a lot more support just from each other. 18 guys all riding with diabetes means we get advice from each other, we learn from each other, and we're better diabetics because of it.
And you are open about having diabetes?
Yeah, I mean, when it's written all over your shirt, you can't really hide it.